Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. For those who are new, my name is Essa and I'm so glad to have you guys here. So today I decided to try and do a different kind of video. I want to do a sit down video, because I've been doing vlogs so much, and it's because I really wanted to just talk about our house hunting experience, how we were able to get a house in one day, how we were able to move into that house in 1 week, and how our house hunting experience has been in general. So, where do I start? When we moved into UK, we got into an Airbnb, which by now you guys have already seen all that. And so we knew that we were only able to stay in the Airbnb for quite a limited time of days, and that means we were on a rush to get a house. So we were trying as much as possible to get a house. So first things first is, what did we want in the house? The only thing that we knew for certain we wanted was that we wanted a terraced house. So that we wanted a terraced house because we knew we wanted a backyard, and it just meant that we had our own space to be able to do our own things and for the kids to play during summer and all that. So we knew that was the only type of house that we wanted. So we weren't looking at apartments or any other kind of houses, or I don't know if there's any kind, but we weren't looking at apartments. We just wanted terraced houses. So we also knew that we wanted our budget to be below 1,000, especially coming into this new environment. We didn't know how much we were going to be earning and how fast. So yeah, we put that into our search criteria. So two of the websites that we used were Zoopla and Rightmove. I can't tell you for certain which website I got our house from, because we were calling as many agents as we could from both websites, and we were calling them separately. So we just tried to call as many as we could, and then whichever house we would land on would be, best for us. So fortunately, we were able to get a house within a day of the whole process, and so this is how we were able to get a house. So first and foremost, once we started calling the agents, at first I thought like the experience was so hard, and then that's what made me feel like what people were saying about finding a house in UK must have been actually true, because we were calling agents. I remember we were first calling agents and we were getting turned down left, right and center, like, no, you don't have the right criteria, you're not meeting what the landlord wants, you don't have a job, you don't have this, you don't have that. So, and the fact that we had just moved into the country was also not helping, because that means we didn't have history in this country. And so that felt like it was going to be such a big hurdle. But then, praise to God, Robin was able to get a job, and that beat our first problem, which we don't have a job. So he was able to get a contract, and then we had a guarantor. So my brother was our guarantor, and that was smooth sailing for us. So once we had the new story of we have a job, we were able to now find places and try and ask for more viewings, which for some reason we were still getting turned down in some houses. Some were even telling us we have to pay like 6 to 12 months rent. Some were telling us we were too many, like a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom would not fit a family of 4, which I think is just a story, but who are we to say? So we just continued calling, and we knew we just needed a few viewings, and we thought it was going to be such a long process, but thank God we were able to get 4 viewings. And so it was for a Thursday and a Friday, 2 viewings on 2 days. And so on the Thursday we went for the first viewing, and the first house we met the landlord herself. Personally, I think it was the landlord herself, because during the viewings she told us, if I don't call you by Monday, then don't call me. So that we practically just took it as she was the landlord and she was the one who was going to decide. And then we went to the second viewing, where we met an agent who was very lovely, so amazing, was able to help us to answer so much about house hunting. What I noticed about the UK is most places had many viewings coming in and going, so you're not the only one who's booked. So that's what we noticed, and then we were feeling kind of like is it really going to happen if you're viewing against so many people? And we've had so many stories about house hunting in UK, and we were prepared for it to be like a month long or 2 months of searching for a house and failing and whatnot, but God had other plans for us. So we went to the first house, and then we had the second house about 5 minutes away, for a viewing of like 15 minutes later. So those two houses we were able to do at the same time on a Thursday. So the viewings for Friday were both cancelled, and so we ended up just viewing two houses and one much later on. So this was the first house. I've been hung up on yesterday. Woke up at noon, I'm in a daze. We'll keep on pushing anyways. I don't know where I'm going. 2 days, one big commotion. I'm being carried by the wake. So hold me like an ocean. I need your soothing motion. Please help me take the pain away. Yeah. No way to change our yesterday. No way to change our yesterday. Stayed in but felt so far away. Last night was one big holiday. Cool winds on me out by the shade. Put my weekend on layaway. I don't know where I'm going. 2 days, one big commotion. I'm being carried by the wake. So hold me like an ocean. I need your soothing motion. Please help me take the pain away. Yeah. No way to change our yesterday. So as you can see, it was a really nice house. One thing about the UK is space. UK houses don't have space, especially coming from Kenya, where once you pass past a certain point of amount, like even no, not any, like you can get a spacious house in Kenya. That's the point. And in the UK, I feel like the houses are just so small, but they are workable. So we viewed that first house, and then we drove about 5 minutes away, 10 minutes away to the next house. And I remember when we came to the second house, Robin just looked at the house and was like, this was our house. This is our house and we're going to get it. And I was just like, I was personally, in my mind, I was prepared to have a battle of getting houses, because I had seen so many YouTube videos. I had been prepared to know that I was going to be rejected and all that. So him saying that just felt like, would it really be possible? So he just said it, and I was like, why would you say that? And just said, no, I believe this is a house. I feel this is a house. And 77 is a good number. So once we finished viewing the house, we were told about filling an application form. And so we filled it immediately we got home. And one thing that I think helped us is the landlord had asked for us to put an offer on the house. And so whatever the landlord was offering, we decided to add up £100 on that. And then something else that I also think helped us in getting the house was that the landlord was really wanted someone to move in immediately. We were told by the agent that the house had been vacant for so long. So I feel like that's something that actually helped, because most people need to give like notice of maybe 1 month or something. But for us, we were willing to move in immediately. Like if they were to tell us tomorrow you can come, we would be there. So, which we thought was the plan, but UK. So yeah, we did our application, and then the application was accepted in like about an hour. And that's how we got our house. So we got our house in a day, and that was pretty much it. From there, it took us about a week to be able to go through the processes. And then while we were going through the processes, we decided to view a third house, just in case it would be a better option or it would be easier on us. So this is the third house.
Under the heat, I'm half awake. I've been hung up on yesterdays. Woke up at noon, I'm in a daze. We'll keep on pushing anyways. I don't know where I'm going. 2 days, one big commotion. I'm being carried by the wake. So hold me like an ocean. I need your soothing motion. Please help me take the pain away. Yeah. No way to change our yesterday.
Now, so the main thing about UK is you can be accepted for a house, but it doesn't really mean that the house is yours until you've gone through reference checks. So for reference checks, they wanted to check things like contracts, if his contract was real for employment, if our guarantor was real, if our guarantor was reliable, his credit checks and all that, his credit score, sorry. And then we also had to be checked, like our background, where we were coming from. I don't know if they called our landlord, but they asked us for a contract for our previous place we were staying. So it was a really thorough check, and every step of the way we were just scared and thinking that maybe they were not going to give us. And it just took about 4-5 days, and we were able to finish the whole process. So we went for viewing on Thursday, and then by the next Friday we were moving into the house. So as we speak, we've been in the house for about, this is our third week, because today is a Friday. So we've been in the house for about 3 weeks now. It's been amazing. The house has been good to us so far, and we can't complain. It's in an amazing neighborhood. It's a quiet neighborhood, which personally I feel like maybe every neighborhood in the UK is quiet, but it's in a good neighborhood. And so it's really been just an amazing place for us, really. And the kids get to play outside in the garden and all that. So yeah, one thing that we noted with the whole process is we were going to be truthful about the whole process. We were going to be truthful about every step of the way, that if there's something we didn't have, we were going to say we didn't have, because we didn't want to lie and then have to explain it later. Like, we had seen people suggesting that if you have children, lie the fact that you have children and then let the children come later. But we knew that we were going to go for the viewing with the children. We were going to go everywhere with our children, and we wanted a house that we were comfortable in, and that we knew that we wouldn't want to go around or do what or lie about it. So we were telling them up front, we have children, and if we're going to get rejected, then that just basically meant that the house was not ours. But God was on our side, and God was working for us, and we were able to get this house in a day, which for most people is really unheard of. So yeah, that was basically our simple process of getting a house. Some of the questions that people asked is if it was easy getting an Airbnb. Getting an Airbnb, like I said in a previous video, we were booked for by my brother, which I don't think getting an Airbnb would be that hard, because you just go on the app, and book. But yeah, many people have different stories. I think it just depends on your favor and maybe other conditions, but as far as our experience goes, I wouldn't say that finding a house was difficult. So yeah, that was it for the day. That was it for the video, I mean. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something new. I hope this gives you encouragement on your house hunting. I hope it's as easy as it is for us. And I hope that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you love this video, please come back for more. I have very many more videos in store for you guys. So that is it. Have a lovely whatever time of the day you're having. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.
No way to change our yesterday. Stayed in but felt so far away.